Hey, we got all right.
He gonna put the number up.
Welcome back to another edition of Nothing But
Answer.
the place you come to get all the answers that you need. As you've been following along, you see we've been right 100 out of 100 times. We got all the answers. So if you have a question, you have a need, we got it. So let's get into this. Let's talk to the people today. Doc, you.
Did you finish that sentence?
Yes, doing.
Oh, okay. I am doing well. Thank you for asking.
How's your week?
That was pretty good.
Okay, well, this is how we start the show off today. I see. This is how we do. I might go to Leanne.
I'm on my Leanne today.
I see. But since you brought her up, Leanne, how you doing over there? That great, huh? Hey, Vaughn, how's your day?
Hey, day was good, man. Got some calls out the blue. Got invited to dinner and then to a little party. You know what I mean?
Okay. Being grown. So is that a little date night?
Yeah, it's gonna be something.
Okay,
Date night, date breakfast.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes,
Meek, how you doing?
I'm good.
How's your week?
No complaints. It was good. It was a good week. Got a lot done this week. Real productive. So no complaints.
Yeah. That's good. You guys are boring. Hey, any thing exciting this week that we want to talk about? Anything exciting?
I got something.
Okay, what you got, Lee?
Go ahead, Ma. No.
ahead,
Okay. All right. Well, I just want to give a little presentation, a little show and tell, as it were.
What you showing? Can you come on camera? Put it on showing. We want to see it.
Don't talk about it.
That last speaking Doc. I don't know what's going on. What you trying to show?
Oh, she bashful now? Are you bashful now?
It's
Yo,
some
wow.
hate coming. You know some hate coming right now, right?
Yo, she's.
I know it.
What is that?
Hold on. That's the wrong one.
Okay.
Oh, it's about to be something.
Yeah, she went looking for receipts.
Sure did. Sure did.
That's what I'm talking about. See, you can't find it. Damn. Trying to help
She's
you.
gonna find it. Leanne's a hater. She's like a mega hater.
Oh no, it was right the first time.
Doc had the hair Oh, look at you.
Doc be showing up, don't she? She be showing up. Be a different Doc. Hey, show. What's up, Neil?
Hey, everybody. Hello.
Hey.
What's going on?
I don't know. Leanne's supposed to be showing something, but she
Here we go.
She got
Here we
bashful.
go.
That's the first one.
Oh, that no. Okay, so no, it's wrong. Hold on. Give me a second.
Your Honor,
All
I
right.
would like to
Let's
know that
hey,
the
Leanne,
defense
Papa,
did not have
ready?
the case together.
What
Huh?
anything this week that you guys want to
Yes.
talk about? What we got?
Well, Judge Mathis is trying to reconcile
Not
with his
trying.
wife.
Not trying.
Okay, well, he's reconciling with his wife.
He's reconciled.
Reconciled, whatever tense
Yeah,
you want to use. I was glad to
Right.
see it.
So do you think that was, now looking at it, I don't believe anything out there anymore. Do you
Yeah.
think this was something they did maybe do they still have their show?
That's a good question. I think the
What show?
they have their own show.
Yeah,
Oh,
like they had a show,
I didn't even know that.
a reality show about
Yeah,
their
they
life.
do.
Okay.
So
That's a
I
good
wonder, like the Kardashians, are they trying to garner some attention?
Mm.
Because
Could
she was
be.
done, I'm filed, divorced, and
A lot of
2
times
days
they
later,
do thing to build
Right.
curiosity about the show or
right?
That's true.
yeah.
I would definitely watch now to see Oh, let's see what happened. How to get her back? Is it real? You know, you watch to see that. Are they gonna break up again? Like they made enough buzz to make me
Right.
interested in them.
Mm.
So I don't know if it's how I don't believe anything anymore. Like
You really
you know,
can't.
all of a sudden he started making time for her. How long is that gonna last?
Oh, he down to one show now. He like, this is the only one we got. This is it, baby.
Listen,
Like all
money
the
slows
time in the
down.
world. All the time in the world for you. Let's do a show together.
I know. A lot of times people don't. You be not careful about what you wishing for. Then when he home all day up her butt, she gonna be like, "Go somewhere."
Right?
I didn't realize I don't like you.
Yeah,
For real.
that's
Don't
what
you gotta-
happened during. That's what happened during the pandemic.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
goodness.
found out they-
Yes.
like work was a godsend.
Yeah.
Being out of the house for 8 hours a day.
That's when a lot of people realized they didn't like each other.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Broke
yeah.
it up. Broke it up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you still
Yo, I'm
That's
just
the
saying, are
second
y'all
one.
ready?
Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Just listen to this.
But I think sometimes getting it out is important. Like getting
Wasn't
that
you the
out.
same person that said
Go ahead, make it up. Make up a lie.
no, that said you couldn't handle your significant other wanting to add somebody else into the bedroom?
Yeah, no, I couldn't handle it. I wouldn't handle it. Just like I said, I wouldn't want her to be with anybody else. Like I just said, I would say the same thing. She feels that way.
And then
She
you
didn't act
said
on it
it
yet.
would be over because you would be thinking about it.
I said
Right.
I would be over because I'll be thinking about her wanting to be with somebody else. I didn't say that.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, you
I
did.
didn't say that. No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't say we
Okay.
can pull the tapes. I didn't say
We
that. I
can.
ain't laughing on both.
Cause it's funny.
Ah.
Mm,
It's funny.
no. No.
Mm.
Well, what you wanting for, Ruth? Ruth,
We got receipts. We got receipts. That's why.
what's the receipt for? What's the receipt for?
She need the one, Lee. You gotta find the one before that where he actually said that.
That's what she gonna pull up now.
that's what's about to happen now.
Oh, okay.
Worried about
This is a totally different context. You gotta watch the whole video.
No, that's not
Yeah,
not
right.
the way you
This
go.
is out of
Yeah,
Your
context. Go
stance
ahead.
is
We can take
why
anything out of
go
context.
and
Go ahead.
what? Well, you just gonna talk over it to
I
make
was
yourself
talking.
feel better
You were talking as I was talking. You can wait till I'm done. But go ahead.
and get your feelings hurt for something you went looking
my
for.
God.
Remember that?
Something I
know what
was
you're
looking
talking
for.
All right. So same
Different
scenario.
conversation.
Listen,
Mhm.
if just listen. Somebody cheats on you
Right. I was
and
talking to
you
the
got
recording.
away with it, Hold on, y'all hold happy, on. y'all living their best life.
Leanne, I was talking to the recording. You're in distress.
maybe they hide
So
it.
what
well.
if
Maybe
what
they're
if
not.
all they needed to do was release it by talking to you about it and getting your opinion?
Thank you.
Does the relationship have to end because it was something that they thought about?
Thank you. I release you.
Oh. Are you saying people shouldn't share their fantasies with their mates? It could be anything.
Good
I don't know what I'm saying that you don't get. You can share whatever you want to share. But remember, when you share, I can look at it like, who are you?
It's over. That's the bottom line.
No, it could be contingent
Yeah, you
upon
can
what you're
share it.
sharing.
You can
Right?
share it.
But someone shares could make you look at them differently, no matter how long you knew it for. Right? So what you share is important to who you are. And if you want to do some like, yeah, I don't know how you feel about this, but yeah, I saw this pig and I want to have sex with it. I'm like, what you say?
But there.
A pig? Yeah, I'm Muslim. Can't do it. I release you. I'm talking about pigs here, not humans.
I
This is not the same concept. You understand me?
It is the same concept.
No, it's
if
not. We're talking about
Okay.
pigs.
I can,
I said some things.
I can
Some
wait.
things. Go ahead.
I can
Mhm.
back this up further where we talked about.
I know you
this
can back
is
it up.
the
I saw you in the club.
Oh,
I
unbelievable.
hate you so much. I hate you so much.
Stay
The
focused,
person
ladies.
comes to you and says, "Hey, I want to add a third person. I
Right.
want to," and your response was
You
absolutely
could
not. It's over.
be looked at differently. You could be. I said you could
You,
be.
but
I
you
didn't say
said
I.
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no, no, no.
Rewind it. You just
Back
heard what
it.
I said. It could be
No,
looked
no,
at that
no,
way for
no,
some
no,
people.
no. Hold up. Let me back it up
Thank you.
further, man.
Thank you. Well, back it up further. Go ahead. Throw it back like you normally do in the club. We know how you do.
Wow.
Bum, bum, bum.
Money and gold.
Oh,
So
boy.
I think that
I don't
would
have
change
time
it for
for
me.
this.
You know. How about your lyric component?
Ronnie says you can see a nipple for 1,000.
Now you bringing Ronnie stuff back out here. Now you bring her stuff out there.
Yeah.
There will
Maybe
be
back out
no,
there.
there will be no threesome. Okay.
Right. And just
Zero.
the fact, even though you said no to threesome, I still would have so many feelings about it. And then it would be, is there a person, not a person in mind, but is there a gender? Is it open? Right? If you're definitely looking for another man, we're
No.
definitely done.
Oh wow.
We're done.
Right.
Absolutely.
But what happened to that safe space
It's a
we
woman.
talked about with
Exactly. A
bringing
woman's cool,
anything
like I said.
to your mate? Where is that safe space for that topic for them?
Ruth,
No, I'm
it's
just
a
asking.
safe space because I feel like you can tell me anything, but what you tell me doesn't mean I have to stay with you.
Right.
And that's
Right.
basically,
I have to.
that's basically what we were talking
could.
about
Yes.
the other day when you
I
talked
said-
about.
I said the
No.
same thing here. You
No,
could
you
feel a
didn't.
certain way. I didn't say
No, you
I feel a
didn't.
certain way.
No,
I
you
said
didn't.
you could. You could.
Don't
Lie.
mess-
mix
think
the
it was
words
definite.
now. No.
Exactly.
Listen, women hear what they want to hear anyway. This is what they have selective hearing.
Oh, here we go. Here
Her
we go.
hair
We
was
just played
hanging
the tape
down.
back and I said it could be viewed as this.
Y'all, you had your hair down. Y'all had your hair down over your
So the
ears.
three of
Y'all
us-
heard part
The
of it.
three
hear
of us
good.
heard
Yes,
the
the
same
three women,
thing
the
in
three
the
women
wrong
heard
way.
what they wanted to hear, like normal,
Get the hell
as
out
they
of here.
normally do.
Stop
Mass
that. You
hysteria.
caught. You caught.
You
Busted.
want to be caught. It
Yeah.
said, I said exactly, it could be looked at like that.
A lot
Someone
of things
could look
could
at it that
be.
way. Yeah, could be means it could be, not that it's
But
definitive.
last week you said it wouldn't be over if someone needed to discuss something.
I was talking about me last week.
You were talking about you.
No, I'm
Oh my goodness.
in general, someone could look at it this way.
Oh,
It could be looked at like this.
You-
Come on, you guys. This is why I can't have a conversation with a woman because they hear what they
Wow.
want to hear and not what they said. It's okay. This is normal. I see
Y'all
what goes on
listen
No,
with
you
women.
can't have a conversation with a man because they try to make it
Yes.
something that it was not, and then they
No.
try to gaslight you and make you think you crazy.
Right.
No, that's
Right.
and that's
Oh.
the word they want to use gaslight. When you
Gaslight.
said what you said, and they're gonna try and change it, and then be like, "Well, you gaslit me when you said what you said, but I changed it to make it
This
something
is
different."
the classic. It wasn't me.
No,
Yes,
it was me.
exactly, Doc.
It was
But I
me.
saw you on the counter.
It wasn't
me.
Exactly.
Oh my
Exactly,
God.
Doc. Exactly.
Hey, Leon, we got a letter this week.
Oh God. Leanne smoking again.
I didn't realize I was muted. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have a letter.
Ain't no. Yes, we do.
Okay,
Ain't no,
let's go. Let's get a
I was
letter in.
smoking this week.
Leanne said her mom listened to this. She can't be saying that type of stuff. That's true.
Exactly. What is you doing?
Now let's get into this letter real quick before we get into tonight's topic.
All right.
Okay. I've been with my boyfriend Parker for close to 6 months now, and things have been great. It wasn't until last night that we had our first big fight. We were both up late watching Grey's, and then we started having sex. He first started eating my yummy pot, which felt amazing. Then he put me into missionary stance position. But right when he came up, he moaned Amanda in my ear, and it instantly turned me off. My name is not Amanda.
Mm.
I asked him why he called me some other girl's name,
Mm.
and at first he played dumb, acting as if he didn't say Amanda. He tried gaslighting me into thinking I was imagining things, but I was 100% sure he said Amanda. Then he tried to change the subject to he tried to change the subject to shaming me for OnlyFans and saying I do much worse because of my side hustle.
Mm.
Girls gotta
After
get paid.
calling him out several times, he finally apologized and said he didn't realize he said it. I could barely sleep and was up all night thinking about it. I left back I left back to my apartment early in the morning before he woke up. Now he's been texting me all day asking what's wrong, but I don't even want to answer him. As far as I know, he's never dated an Amanda, but it could be some girl he fantasized about at work. I feel like I'm going crazy thinking about this because maybe he genuinely made a mistake, but I can't imagine how he would say her name without thinking about her. Is this normal for guys to do? I feel like I feel like leaving him because of this. I'm low key a sex addict and hate not getting the ping at night.
Wow.
Are there any guys that want to actually that want actual loyalty anymore? Help.
Mm.
Mm.
People are crazy. Fellas, is that a big deal for you guys?
No, it's not a big deal for me to call you somebody else's name. It's not a big deal to me. I'm cool. Like I'm cool. I was cool. Like he texted like what's wrong? He was fine. She the one with the problem. See, once again, a woman coming to the relationship to make problems. She making problems where there's no problems.
Wow.
Wait a minute. She's the OnlyFans. He literally lives in the whole fantasy industry. And because her man is fantasizing about somebody else, he might have been thinking about her when she was dressed up as an Amanda.
No. Now wait a minute. He called her somebody else's name. Are we forgetting about this?
No, we
No,
know
we're
that.
not. We're not. That's what I'm saying.
First of all, he called her another name. We don't know if it's somebody else's name. He might have thought or wanted her to be Amanda. Like that's what he always wanted when he grew up.
No.
He wanted Amanda.
Oh my
And
God.
probably- and think about it. She's freaky on OnlyFans, right? She being whoever she is with the red hair, green hair, yellow hair, pink hair, blonde hair. She was Amanda the last time.
But first of all, I'm sorry, Vaughn, I don't understand the question. What does she want to know? What about loyalty? See, again, she's making it something. She don't know if he's cheating. She's making something up. If she's gonna leave, leave. If not, stay. I don't know what the problem is. He called her a different name. He admitted he did it by mistake. I think she said. Now she's home thinking about it, perseverating over it, then wondering if, and then she's saying, do anybody want loyalty? Which means obviously she thinks he's out here doing something. She has a problem. I don't know why he said Amanda. We need to get to the bottom of that, but we also got to get to the bottom of her insecurities because if it's just he said a different name because maybe it's a game. We got to find out where the name came from first. If not, just leave. Like if she's worried about it so much and she only worried about the peen, she can get that anywhere. So leave him alone.
Jeez.
Let him get his Amanda, and she can get her peen somewhere else.
How do you got a dude that let you do OnlyFans?
Somebody got to pay the bills.
I guess.
Let her do OnlyFans.
That's the same thing I was
I think that.
Let her.
Yes, let. What are you talking about? Anything we do in a
All right.
relationship,
You know
we
what?
allow
All
the
right.
person to
Okay.
do because we can
So
leave.
Wow.
right.
We
She
can
was
leave.
she
Yes.
was she was
leave.
she was only fanning before they even got together.
Didn't say that.
Okay, cool. You
Made
don't know
that up.
right? And
Just
also,
like you do.
I'm saying you made that up. What I'm saying, but
Just like
Leon,
you do.
but there you go. You
It
said
does
again.
not say it.
Hit better the second time you said it. You say it again.
see how I feel.
No, but what I'm saying is that when we mean let her do it in the sense that you don't have to be with the person, right?
Right.
You let people do things, and whatever you let people do whatever. Because
Right.
if not, you don't have to
It's
accept
better
it.
otherwise.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So we do kind of let people. I know that word triggers women because they want to be independent and do what they want to do.
Until it comes time to put out the trash.
If they don't
Look
get
at
off
look
this
who's fixing the
trash
glasses.
tip,
They say, huh? What'd you say?
if they don't get off this trash tip, we could take our own damn trash out if we want to.
No, listen, Vaughn, actually, they do put it out because if you don't put it out the exact second they ask to be put it out, they do it
They
themselves.
go put it out. Right.
So we learn, just don't do it. It'll get out.
Damn Skippy.
Oh my God.
It'll get done. It'll get done. You got it.
Wow.
Tricknology, reverse psychology. I'll do it in 15 minutes, and you'll do it now.
Right.
Who wins? The guy between these thumbs.
Not if she puts you out with the trash, you don't win.
I don't know how she put me out. How's she gonna put me out? Stop the nonsense. Oh my goodness. See the delusion. No, but I mean, I don't understand. The question is weird to me. Like, what does she?
I
What does
think
she want?
just go ahead and she wants to know should she leave and stuff like that. I think she
Well,
should just go ahead and leave.
I think so too, because she's the one that's not loyal. That we know of. Meaning, we don't know why he said Amanda. We don't know yet. They didn't talk about it. She's still questioning it. Why don't they sit down and talk about it?
She asked him and he lied and lied and lied, and then
But then-
eventually just said, "I'm sorry."
He was
Right.
in the
That's
middle
what I
of
mean.
something. He couldn't
But-
think straight.
Well, two things. Because I mean, he shouldn't have lied, but maybe he lied because as we said last week, we can't tell y'all the truth because you guys can't handle it. That's what you guys said. We'll tell y'all the truth. You're gonna leave.
Right.
So
Forgot
maybe
about that right there.
yes.
We
So
forgot
maybe
that
he
part.
lied because he couldn't tell the truth. But once he does tell the truth, they both should have had a better conversation, understand like where'd that come from. If he's just giving a blanket, I'm
She
sorry.
shouldn't
I
have
don't
to keep asking him that, Daryl.
She
Just
asked
tell her,
him-
why did you call me
wait a
a
minute,
man?
stop, Ruth. You can't tell them because I don't know the relationship. We don't know how open communication is. We know a lot of these relationships don't have communication. Your relationship itself didn't have communication in the beginning. You had to build to get
He
there.
didn't call me Amanda either, though.
So she
He might have called you some other things.
in the
He
middle,
might have called you
in
some
the
other
middle
things.
of sex.
Right?
In the middle of
So
sex.
just think about it.
Right,
Relationships have
Dawn.
stages. Leanne, did they say it was a new relationship? I can't remember. Was it kind of
Six
They
young?
were
months.
together for 6 months.
6 months,
So it's a very young relationship. A very young relationship.
which is when you can tell all the truth you want.
No, you can't.
No,
Yes, you
no.
can.
No.
He's
Yes,
they're
you
in the
can.
middle.
How
Right.
many times have we said that's the time when you have no skin in the game
Right.
and you can tell all the truths you want?
But 6 months is skin in the game. Right?
It is.
Now,
Is it?
today, yes. Because remember, relationships last 3
3
months
months.
tops, they're saying right now.
Okay.
6 months is double the time that most relationships have lasted, which is why I think she's having a conundrum like, oh, should I do this or should I do this? Because she has a little bit of skin in the game.
Mm.
I just think that, like you said, they do need to discuss where this name came from. And if he can't be honest,
Yeah.
he does need to get away from it. Right.
Mhm.
But they need to understand where that came from or how it
Yeah.
came about. Right.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it. Because there's something like I don't know if he's a nerd, play video games. Maybe he's fantasizing about one of his characters. I don't know. These people are weird. Or like I said, maybe it's an artist or somebody he likes that he's fantasizing about. Because you did say, and I read it too, it is kind of common for people to think about other people when they have sex.
Mhm.
So maybe he's
Yeah.
thinking about a star or something. So if he can
But
be
most
honest and say,
people-
I was thinking about so and so.
Most
Ain't no
people
star
are
named
smart
Amanda.
enough to not say somebody else's name. They might say, "Oh, baby."
Right.
So, but
"Oh,
Doc,
sweetheart."
I know see, you guys aren't men. I was talking about this earlier. When you're having sex, the blood is really not where it needs to be. So you're kind of dumb.
That's why you don't
Like-
say. That's
like
why you
I
don't say
said.
anything. That's
Wait.
why a smart man already
See?
knows not to say anything.
Right.
So listen, that's what I was saying earlier. He in the middle of having sex, right?
Mhm.
He said, "What you call me?" His mind is not working on nothing except for the mission that's at hand.
Right.
And you
You don't
say
start
something,
thinking
he's
she
like,
come.
Huh? What? And then you
It
still
sound like
need,
she asked
and you
him
need
after-
10 minutes after that.
It
Huh?
sounded like she asked him after it was over.
It did
Not
sound that way because he had a
What,
lie
after?
first. Yeah, he had a
she
live
asked him
first.
after. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
true.
okay. That's
Mhm.
different.
It did sound that way too. I think he was lying because he was afraid
Yeah.
of whatever it is, and they got to get past that because the relationship can't last
No.
anyway if they're
The
going to be lying.
relationship is
She
over.
said no. She said it instantly turned me off, which means everything shut off. She
I
said
get
it
that. Just think about it. If she called you a different name, I know that would be a big turn off too. If she's like
Yeah.
Larry, I don't know how many
Everything-
guys. Okay, you
everything's
call me
over.
Larry, and I'm cool now. Because you don't. That's crazy. You're going to think about it. So I can understand, but I would have a conversation and like, well, try to find out where that came from, right? And if it is somebody else, like if somebody at work or something, then you got to make a decision. But we got to find out where it came from. Her having all this stuff in her head, these conversations aren't helping.
Daryl be trying to act all mature, like he wouldn't just throw his pants on and leave.
Right.
I wouldn't.
Exactly.
I wouldn't.
True.
I wouldn't. I would
True.
come first. I would come
Yep,
first.
I would
You know
finish.
what?
I would definitely finish.
That's
It's
messed
gotta
up.
finish the job.
That's messed up.
You know what? You
That's
call me
just
Larry?
messed up.
Yeah.
No,
That's
really,
what you said.
it really depends. If I know the things I know, like now, knowing that that's kind of common that people may do that, I may ask some. I would ask these questions. Back in the day, no, I'm going to come and leave. I'm not going to waste. I'm not going to sit here and go home
Come
and
and
do balls.
go.
I'm let y'all know. I'm like, "Ugh.
Ugh.
Hey, yo, I'm out. Call out.
Oh, Larry.
Wow.
Right. But again, that's the difference between growing and learning as opposed to back in the day when you just reacted to things.
Cowboy.
Mhm.
It's a difference. So I definitely back in the day, somebody calling you a different name, that's definitely your egos. I know as a man, your ego is hurt bad,
Very bad.
down bad. And the worst part about it, you can't even talk to anybody about it. You can't tell your man, "Oh, she called me Larry." Called you who? Like, it's not even. You can't even put nobody to have that conversation. So you got,
Especially if your boy's name is Larry, that would not be good.
oh,
No,
that
that
means
would
the
not.
next stop after you come, you're going to
It's Larry crib.
Yeah, and
I'm outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with your furniture moving. So yeah, that's tough. So what do we say to her? What advice are we giving to Miss Hot Pants? Because all she's worried about penis.
Yeah.
Go ahead, leave.
Mhm.
Yeah, go leave and see who else wants you. OnlyFans girl.
Mhm. OnlyFans girl.
Mhm.
You got
Everybody
somebody
on her
kind of love you. You
OnlyFans.
better stay.
And he might be fantasizing.
If she can't get past it, the relationship is over.
Absolutely.
The relationship is over anyway. If she
Right,
can't get
right.
past it.
Right.
Right.
But she can get past all the dudes tipping her in the room.
Right. I was going to say,
Got it.
y'all being very mature today because she's an OnlyFans girl. She's busting it over.
Mm.
And he said, Amanda,
Mm.
I'm cool.
They are not the
Would
same.
you guys date a stripper? I'm curious.
I have.
Okay.
Well, I didn't date her. I didn't date her.
Oh my God.
Clarify, Vaughn. Clarify.
I had to walk it back.
Date a stripper.
Because I used to
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. Is she currently working or is she retired?
Currently working.
Currently.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Currently working. Yeah.
Like you could go right now and see her on the pole.
Oh, she'd be
I
single.
tell you what, though, I will say this.
She'd be single.
Yeah, they are more loyal than you would think. They're different. They're very different. The girls that you see that are more promiscuous are not. They're
Even
different.
the
More
one-
than you
hey,
would think.
Even
More
the
than you
ones
think.
that like do.
No,
the
I know
thing,
some.
pay
No, I used
them
to draw.
and
I used to
get-
drive them around. I used to drive them around. So
Vaughn, wait, I have a question. What do you mean loyal? If a nigga smacking you in your
Again,
butt
wait.
with money, I don't know how that's loyal.
again, so you would think like they more closely to prostitutes than anything. That's the closest you get to a prostitute. I know girls, or back then, when they would go do whatever, do their jobs, whatever. When they get out, they go straight.
What are their jobs? They don't have to go anywhere else. They did it at work. They
Right.
tired. It hurts
Nah,
down
but
there.
they not let
They need
nobody
ice.
touch them. They don't touch them. Like there's certain places you cannot touch them.
Mhm.
Right. They
It's
don't
not
make
like
that much money.
today. You got to think again. This is a couple.
And they don't do private dances. They don't do
Right.
They do parties, but there's dudes standing in there. Now the ones that's going out there doing that, there's some that's just out there that's just out, they wild.
Mhm.
They wild. Look, I worked for about 4 or 5 of them, so I seen everything.
Mm.
There was some that literally you'd be like, oh, they out here doing this. Nope, not doing nothing. Then there's some
They're
that's like
flipping.
they selling it.
Mhm.
They doing everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everything.
Hey, I'm cool.
I'm cool. I'm cool. I can't handle it mentally. Mentally, I can't
Yeah, I want
handle
a
it.
little bit of I want to believe I'm Christopher Columbus and be the first person that found it.
Just
I'm
lie
gonna
to me. Yes, every
I'm
day.
gonna lie to myself. I don't want. Yeah, I couldn't. I just am currently working too. I couldn't do it. How about you guys? Could you guys date a stripper that was currently working?
Guy stripper.
Leanne, he had a big beard.
Ruth said, "Yeah, you see
I
that?
think I could.
I know, Ruth,
Ruth,
you
you
ain't
couldn't
no
date
good.
anybody but Roger.
Mm.
Stop it.
But Roger would be the one dancing. I've asked him to consider it.
Oh my
Before
god!
he gets
Oh my
too
god!
old.
Oh my god!
Hey, that's one of them trick questions. She's like, Roger, would you dance? He'd be like,
said
yeah, I think I
consider it
would.
before
And
it
then
gets
she'd be
too late.
mad. Wait, we got a phone call. Hold on, somebody's
Okay.
calling
Say bye.
Mhm.
in. Hey, caller. Hello, caller. Caller. Hello. Caller.
Oh, I think I know who that is.
Hold on one second. All right, there we go. Hey, caller, how are you doing?
Fine.
Okay, who is calling?
Aisha.
How are you doing? How may we
I'm
help?
fine.
How may we help you tonight, Miss Aisha?
Well, they told me to call into this line, so I just called in to see what was going on.
Oh, okay.
Who told you to call?
Navon.
Oh, B.
Ah.
We didn't know who B was. Hey, B. B.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Nothing. I was just like listening and just saying what's going on.
Okay. Okay. How do you know V? Let's go viral.
We used to date.
Oh,
Oh.
you used to date.
And that is our topic today.
So is it true that he's a very caring, open person with a lot of love and affection?
Wait, can y'all hear
What?
me? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
We
minute.
can hear
Hold
you
up.
now.
Hold up. Yeah. Don't these they don't need to know nothing.
Leanne,
So we
mute
said
him
Vaughn.
so we can hear.
You said Vaughn was very loving and affectionate.
No, I did not tell you that.
Oh, I don't know how Vaughn's mic got
told you,
muted,
man.
but his mic got muted somehow. So he said that you called him the lover man.
No, I
The lover man.
Daryl, you need to
I
stop.
love it,
Yeah,
man.
he was very loving.
Oh. Well, he can say what he wants, but
So what happened? You guys said, he said you're the one that got away. Somehow,
Daryl's causing a lot of shit.
I don't know how Vaughn's mic keeps getting muted. Yeah, so
That's a shame.
it's muted.
no, he mutes itself. I don't know why he does that.
No, he's muting him. It's okay.
Hey, Neil, what are
Go
you
ahead,
doing?
Aisha. Go ahead, tell him.
Neil, what are you doing? We're trying to go
What?
viral.
Yeah,
here.
say what? What am I supposed to say?
No, we're just trying to learn more about our co-host. This is Brady's co-host. Spotlight on our co-host, and we're doing Vaughn today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just trying to learn his full history. He was telling us how he was very loving and affectionate, and you really like that about him.
Oh. Oh, I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless.
I ain't told you how this gonna go, man.
I have nothing to say.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. So listen, I told them. I said you used to call me the cardboard man. because he said I didn't have any feelings.
Yes, that's true. That's very
Okay.
true.
Right. But
Okay.
he's better now. He said he's healed.
Oh, he filled.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see. I don't know.
Okay.
See, this is
I
how
haven't seen the Hill version of him, so
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, last thing I'll say, he said the reason you broke up was your fault.
Oh, he did not.
what?
Stop it.
He said it was your fault
Oh my
that y'all
god.
broke up.
Oh my god.
We just decided to be friends.
Right. He said because
He's my friend when I don't have him blocked. And we got that type of friendship. Like he gets mad, I'll block him or whatever. And then when I feel like talking to him again, then I'll just, hey, V, what you doing? And then just goes back like normal.
see, this is what women do. They want to use us for their amusement. When they feel like us being around, they'll unblock us, do us a favor.
Mm,
Yeah,
Right.
right.
I'm guilty of that.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
wow.
what I do.
See, and V is such a good guy. He allows you to do that. He allows you to come back when you're ready to come back, and then leave when you want to
Yes,
leave.
he do.
He does. He's a good guy like that.
That's crazy because I didn't even see it in that light, but yeah,
Right.
that is what happened.
I got all the answers. I'm here to let you know. He's
Told you.
allowing you to do that. You don't even know he's controlling you right now. He's letting you do what you want to do, but he's allowing you to do
Don't
it.
No, he is not. No, he is not.
Puppet master, get him, Vaughn.
See?
He is not controlling nobody.
That's how you control
nope,
from the
not
back.
at all. Not at all. I'm not controlling anything. Nope.
Hey, that's my boy Vaughn. That's how you do it, baby. You know what I mean? You're in full control. She don't even know it.
Yeah,
She thinks
it
she
was
came-
great having you call
thinks
in
she-
today.
She thinks she came back because she wanted to come back, but she came back because you wanted her to come back.
It was nice talking to you today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hey, thank you for
Hey, call
calling.
my mom.
Please call in anytime.
Okay.
Have a good night now.
Yep. Bye. Call my mom.
That was
Yo, bro, you got one coming. Oh,
That
you got one. Oh,
Start
I'm
in
gonna get you.
trouble. Start in trouble.
Listen,
Man.
and
that was terrible.
I don't know what happened there.
she played. See, but she a good friend. She played her part. She ain't answered.
Yeah.
nothing.
She did. She
Yeah, she
did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, she tried to get one off talking about when she blocked you. I got you though. She said she blocked you and
Hey, what
talked to
she
you. She
say?
wanted to talk to you.
And she said, "Yes, she
We had to
did."
flip that on her. Yeah, she tried to do that. She tried to shine a little bit. But I got you back on.
Mhm.
You know,
All right.
always trying to
Nah, you can tell
You got my
she's
back, bro. You
can
got
tell
my back,
she's
and
a
you
good
was
friend
touching me.
because you can tell she a good friend because she did not badmouth you.
Right.
Right.
Nah,
Right,
So she
at
was
all.
like, I don't know about that, but she didn't follow it up with something bad.
Right. Right.
No, yeah,
She was full.
And
And I'm
she
saying,
said,
thank you for having her call in. That's dope. She did call in. You know,
Yes, yes.
she said, "I haven't seen the healed version of him yet."
I know those little jabs in there. We heard it. We heard it. We just glad.
But that was a very mature answer.
Yep.
Yes, it was.
And they
I
were
said-
only mini jabs. They were mini jabs. So that's
Yeah,
They were cool.
oh man, all I
Let's
hear
get
about.
into it tonight real quick. Let's
Aisha.
get Aisha, the girl
Uh-huh.
that I never had.
Oh, she
One.
cracking up,
No, you.
and she texting me right now. Thank you, Daryl. I appreciate it. My week is going to be very exciting.
Well, at least you're not blocked. You're not blocked this week, so that's a good
Right.
thing.
Nah, 3 days. After 3 days, I'll be blocked again. We got this down to a science.
Hey, so listen, we're gonna talk about dating tonight. All aspects of dating. Man, you got something for us in reference to dating? The dating is crazy today.
Mhm.
And before you play something, Leanne, the question that I wanted to ask: do we think dating is safer today, or was it safer? You think we'll say 30, 40 years ago, or is it the same? What do we think?
Hmm.
I mean, I wasn't dating 30 or 40 years ago, but from what I hear, it's definitely, I don't know, I think with the apps and social media, meeting online and things like that, that gives it a level of not being safe, I guess, for me.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
I feel like now it's a lot more risky.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Which is crazy to say when we have more ways of protecting ourselves. It seems like we're more unsafe. Meaning we have apps so we can follow your phone, so we know where you're at all times. We got, cameras everywhere. It would seem like it would be a lot safer now. But I kind of, this is, this is what I believe. It definitely is unsafer now than ever before. I believe it really is.
I'd agree with that. Even though we have those so-called safety things in place, Dara, I still think having them gives people, maybe some people you don't want to have, easy access to you. And so it's not always used for good. Like they can also track you, find out where you go and who you with. So it's a two-sided double-edged sword.
Wow. Right. I didn't think about that, Ruth. That's very interesting. Like you said, the date goes bad and maybe you meet at Cracker Barrel, but they got your name and they can find out where you live at.
Yeah. And where you're going to be and where you're traveling. Yeah.
Right. Hey, here's some flowers. I just know the date didn't go that well. You're at my house. Like, why are you at my house? That's insane. So, wow. I didn't think about that. Wow.
Yeah. Everything that can help us can hurt you. Can hurt them now.
Right. The double-edged sword.
Yep.
All right, Liam, what you got? It's very interesting. I didn't think about that. You can definitely find anybody,
anywhere.
19 addresses you had and your family members that you're connected to.
Yep.
So they can find you.
That's scary.
Hey, I'm your son-in-law. But went out with your daughter one time. Wait, what? So that is tough. And you can be cyber stalked now. You don't have to rob by their house anymore. You just stalk their socials.
You see the lady that got charged. They went on one date, and then after that, she texted dude 65,000 times.
Oh my gosh!
Oh wow!
60. They literally charged her.
Wow. So I guess that was it for him. The date didn't go well for him.
Yeah, and he was like, he didn't get a chance to really respond. Like, not too long after the date, she texted, and then it was just kept on going.
Wow. That would scare me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Stay safe on dates. Tips for women.
About dudes that they've been going on dates with. Now, ladies, make sure y'all save this video and share with y'all friends so y'all don't get caught up in these situations.
So you could go viral.
Tip one: if you're gonna go on a date with a guy that you met on social media or just out in public, remember you don't know him and you don't know his intentions. Now, fellas, this situation go for y'all as well, but we're gonna talk to the ladies on this one. Now, ladies, this dude could be all types of mentally ill, and you just don't know it because he's not showing it. So if you go on a date with him, make sure you can use your own car. Never get in the car with him. Use your own car. He can get in the car with you, but use your own car. Why use your own car? Because it's your car. You're going to have control of where y'all go. So if he was to say, hey, pull over here, and it's a dark alley, you can be like, nah, that's too dark for me. Or if you're trailing him or he's trailing you and you in your own car, you can literally leave whenever you please. You can keep the date going or end it whenever you want to. 2, never let a man come to your house. Never. I don't care how long y'all been talking. Some men genuinely believe that you only inviting them in the house because you want some. And 9 out of 10, if he invites you to his house, he wants some. Another thing, any dude that asks you, do you drink or smoke? Be cautious. Yes, I totally understand. Sometimes drinking and smoking is a vibe. But when they want you out your element, it is easy to prey on their prey. There's a lot of women that told me that men have took advantage of them while they was out of their element. Somebody I'm really close to told me she invited a dude to come over her house so they can drink, right? The next thing you know, she wakes up with her clothes off. She asked the dude, did we do anything last night? He literally laughed in her face and said, you play too much. Girl, you know you were screaming like crazy last night. Once he said that, she said she broke down crying, and the dude been apologizing for years now. Another thing, ladies, if you gonna go on a date with a dude, make sure y'all can go on like a double date or a triple date or whatever. So your friends can do some investigations, because them investigations might save your life one day. Now, those was my tips, but if you got more tips to add, let me know in the comments. And everybody that's watching the video, let me know what y'all think in the comments. And make sure y'all follow for more content like this. What's up?
What do you think about that? thoughts on his safety tips?
They were good. All of
Yeah,
them
they
was
were
good.
good. I just go ahead.
Keep a pearl handle 22 or something to spray them, and that's it. Something to get them up, something to get a dude up off you. And the dudes nowadays are not like the dudes how they used to be. These, even though they were monsters back then, these dudes, the mental, I guess that mental illness thing now is just like really big right now. So when he said that, I kind of thought about that. Like, yeah, you really don't know how these dudes are. But it seems like it's a lot going on with mental illness and different things like that now. So I would definitely be more cautious.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what he said, but I did disagree with having a man come into your car because it still puts you in a very vulnerable situation.
Yeah,
that's true.
If anything, y'all just meet up where y'all gotta go and go from there.
Yep. I agree with that. Don't get in the car. Don't get in the car.
So
even if after the date, he says, "Let's talk in your car," before you go home. Nah.
So what do we say to, or how many dates until we start breaking some of these rules? Some of these things. How many dates until we, I feel comfortable enough to get in their car? Or when do you invite them over? Because you're not gonna get none at restaurants. So how are you gonna get some?
Oh my goodness.
First time got to be special. So yeah. So what should we? Because I don't. It's tough because you don't want people to live in total fear where they don't date anymore and they're so afraid that they don't get past that initial meeting. Because so what do we need?
I think it depends on the person, and I think that we too often ignore our guts. You might say, "Oh, it's been 3 months. I should let him take me somewhere. I should invite him over." But if you have this gnawing feeling that this is not the right thing, then you need to listen to that.
Yep.
And the thing with 3 months, right? It's really how many times did I see you in 3 months? Don't use the 3 months as the barometer because in 3 months you only saw each other 15 times. You haven't seen that person at all, right? I was talking today and I was like, it might be something. I know Steve Harvey had that 90 days nonsense. That was retarded to me. But I'm thinking more for me, I want to spend time with a person. So I'm thinking spend time with them first before you even go to their house and stuff. So say I'm going to do 50 dates before I do that. Let's see how long that takes for us to get to 50. Because if it takes you a year to get to 50 dates, then that's not for you, right? And I think if you start seeing each other and not in the house or somewhere, you get to know a person better if you see them on a regular basis out doing stuff as opposed to getting comfortable at each other's homes. Coming over. Because that's easy to do, right? That's really without thought. I'm going to make you dinner and dick. So I don't know if I'm going to, because anything that usually at the house, like he says, it does put there's a connotation behind it. You kind of feel like if you come to the house that it could go down, right? She came, she's comfortable. Maybe she wants to give me something. She could think I'm coming because I am comfortable. I want to give him something. So I don't know. I think we have to get away from getting to places where we can just jump on each other like trampolines and just start experiencing each other, talking, getting to really know that person, vetting them before we move, to the physical state. It would help. Well, dating is crazy. I mean, dating is definitely very crazy. Even for guys, we see before. I think for guys, we have sometimes our delusions. We don't realize that anything can happen to us. We're thinking we're going to have this woman where we're physically we can dominate them, yada 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 yada. But a lot of guys are getting into trouble, being set up. That's when pick a girl up and then they get jumped, robbed, or whatever the case may be, or she puts something in your drink, robbed, whatever it may be. Even men, you're not above this as well, and you shouldn't be going to anybody's house until you truly know them as well. You know, showing up at somebody's house, you put yourself in danger. Getting into her car, like they kind of said, don't. Again, we kind of our hubris trying to like, well, if something happened, I could just not always. Depending on what she has, chloroform takes us all out. You know what I mean? There's different things that can happen that could put you in a bad situation. You
or not even that. You don't know their intentions. You get in a car and then they start bugging, talking about, you know, you did something you didn't do.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the reason period, because men, that's what we have to worry about today. Because remember, even if it seems consensual, it may not be, depending on her mind state, depending on how she felt. She might have felt forced or whatever the case may be, and couldn't say no, whatever the case. And she can come, like Leanne said, now and accuse you of something. Accusations are at an all-time high. So you really need to make sure, men, before you go forward that woman, before you touch that woman, make sure you have consent. You know, don't grab women and don't try to force the. And remember, no means no, man. It's crazy. No, as soon as you said no, everything got to stop. You can't get one more stroke in. You can't try to continue. We got to get in the habit of when they say no. We can't wrestle with them all night anymore. It used to be okay to wrestle with them all night. And come on, just stop. No, let me put it on your butt. Can I lay it on your butt? Come on.
Oh my God.
Look, hey, y'all all laughing because y'all know.
It's okay to wrestle with women all night and wear them out. Like, we would tire them out. 4 o'clock in the morning, they'd be like, go ahead.
Out of sheer exhaustion, that's not good.
Now go ahead. The next day they're gonna go ahead to the police station and you have the charge, right? So no means no. We gotta start understanding. It's not that thing where you can't say, well, I think she wanted, you know, she didn't want to give it up easy. She was playing coy. That's why she was trying. No. When they say no, leave. Like to protect both of you, right? Protect both of you.
Wow.
That's real.
Some girls do that on. They set dudes up. I told y'all before how I was in Philly. I was after the show. When I went to the crib, when I went downstairs, it's supposed to be me and her. When I went downstairs, I could see like there were shoes. Like it's a curtain. I could see shoes. And I'm like, hold up, I'll be right back. And I'm dark. What? I'm running through the graveyards and everything.
Wow.
Fellas, we have to listen to our intuition too. Listen to that thing in your stomach as well. Like it's not just for the women. If you feel like something's off, you know, you got to go through that hard penis and say, this is not okay. You guys got to have that conversation. You got to tell him like, look, we're going to miss out tonight because I don't want to die. So you have to think with the big head, not the little head. You know what I mean? Never trust a big butt and a smile. Ever.
Tell yourself that.
This is real. Today is a lot different, and we can get in a lot of trouble for a lot of different things. And who wants to get a sexual assault charge?
Right.
Where you thought you were doing something because she said yes. After you didn't said it all night, you don't realize she didn't said 1,000 no's. And she said one yes. And that yes was out of duress. She just wanted to go home. Okay. The sun's coming up. It was 10 o'clock when I got here. I'm tired.
And Daryl, along with that, Daryl, making sure that you guys are on the same page if you do decide to go there. What looks consensually, you know, because for some folks after that act, it becomes a whole different mental thing for them versus maybe you. And you're like, well, you know, I thought we were just kicking it for the night.
Do you mean are we together now?
Well, yes, but taking it to the next "are we together now" level of cray cray.
What's your name?
Yep.
Also
to
not.
make sure.
But no,
people mentally are unstable.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a very scary time, I think, for both men and women. We have to recognize it. It's tough because you don't want to get so jaded that you just stay in your house and don't come out, or live in or have a tent in your backyard and never leave. You don't want to be that. But
he's in his house because he's, you know, there's a lot of scariness to it. Yeah.
That's because his mom lived in a tent. It was your fault.
It sure is. I take full blame, but he's alive. He's alive.
Yeah. Kind of. Agoraphobe. No, but we have to find you do. I say, you know, vet these people, know what you want, know what you will accept, know what you won't. And you have to listen. If someone says no, you really have to ease up. There is no even in talking to a woman, she's like, no, thank you. That's it. Don't you see her again?
That's
Don't
it.
ask her again, bro. It's tough.
Right.
You can't go back. One time, one no is all it takes. It don't take more than one no.
The game is so sensitive now that compliments can be viewed as assault or
Right.
harassment.
You can't even be like, damn, look at that ass without it being looked at as bad at work.
No.
You just say at work.
Man, look at that. She about to bust out of
I mean, you can't make
Please
noise
pray,
that work.
Charlie.
Like, ain't say nothing. I just made a noise. You don't talk about
I was
sex.
clearing my throat. So sensitive.
It's just a rough time.
It is, and I think we have to teach our kids the rules of today. Right? We can't be like, we used to be able to. Well, your kid's going to be in trouble if they do what we used to be able to. So you
Right.
really-
None of that
Yep.
on the playground smacking girls'
Right.
butts and running,
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Right.
You can't do that. Can't
No.
do that.
Everybody a bunch of sissies, man. Everybody's
They're
sensitive.
not a bunch of anything. The times have changed,
Sensitive.
and the more we know, the more we grow, and we want to protect each other. I don't want anybody running around smacking my daughter's butt at school. Like now you're older, you see that's not okay because you don't want her to be objectified like that, or am I touching her without her permission? So it's not that we I think we have a better understanding, and we have a better understanding of body safety, right? So kids can say, I don't want you touching me, and there could be something done about it. So I'm not mad at it because you need to teach your little nasty sons to keep their hands off my daughter.
Wow.
Look how Daryl's going after Daryl now.
Yeah.
See that?
Your daughter gonna be right in the backyard in a tent, just like me. Yep. Where she can be
No,
safe.
she could again. If you teach a kid to speak up for themselves, they learn if they
No,
can
I
respect
agree.
themselves,
Yeah.
then
Well, I
people
mean,
respect
being
them as well, right?
being
So
respectful.
first time somebody does something, they can get away from it
Yeah.
and speak to it. Like the biggest thing you want your children to do is be able to speak up for themselves. Hey, don't touch me like that.
True.
You know, boys or
Right.
girls, right? Don't touch me like that. That's not okay. And be able to go get help. That's
Yeah.
what we want, right? We don't want
Definitely.
people to and I think that's why we got so many situations that turned out to be bad, and we might not get in trouble for them, but because we didn't know any better. We didn't know, like when she said no 1,000 times, we didn't know. All we wanted to hear is one yes, and yes means consent, right? You said yes. I mean, I watched stories from like in the 70s, and the first thing they said, she said yes.
Yeah.
They didn't
And
say
at one
she
point,
said
that was
no.
enough to get the person off. For a while, that's if a man was like, she ended up saying yes, that was fine.
Right.
Or even if a woman would down there would get moist during these acts, they would say she wanted it, whether it was forced or not. And at one point in time in the courts, they were saying, well, she did want it, obviously, but now nothing, a body's natural protection, but they didn't know then, and they just said this is okay to do because she obviously wanted it because she, reacted in the way she did. So, we just know more. It's not about being the word you use. It's about, I think we're educated more.
The word I use.
Yeah.
I was saying more about the things people say, not what they did. But I got you. Oh, look at my girl. What's she gonna say now?
The number one problem with dating is this. Let's get straight into it. The number one problem with dating is that it's become a game of tactics versus genuine connection. What do you mean by that, Sam? There's hundreds of content being put out daily, teaching us how to put on the best mask to catch the best prospect. The issue with the mask is that a mask eventually got to come off. Who you truly are will eventually have to take center stage. And now that person who has gotten to know the mask has to finally get to know the real person. That's why the game's so messed up, family. All of us are playing games, doing things to protect ourselves, trying to mitigate risk because it's scary to genuinely put yourself out there, especially in today's society, to find the connection we all deep down desire.
What do we think?
Interesting.
Well, I'm officially a monk right now, so
I agree on a lot of levels.
My bad, my bad. I know my wrongs and I throw myself at the mercy of the courts.
It's so Lee, I thought that was like monk music or
I
something.
thought that was
I was,
I thought she was playing like Candy Crunch or something.
Mhm.
And she got on a new level. Whoa,
that was
now.
for you, V. She
I
played
thought
it for
that was
you.
Daryl.
Right. I heard it. I heard it. It came right on
Yeah.
time, didn't it?
Yep, perfect timing.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
what do you think? I mean, we agree, we
I think
disagree.
she's right.
I agree. I think people spend too much time in the beginning being something that they're not. When we've said that's the time, right in the beginning. And if he run out the restaurant screaming, he not for you. Like
I when we say fake stuff,
What's the
I
matter
feel like
there?
I feel like you're doing something to make yourself feel better. I don't know if that's a problem.
I think it's hiding.
I don't. Again, but like we put our best outfits on
Yeah.
that are contoured. Women, you wear your Spanx. So if we're really talking about it, come without your Spanx.
Who
You know,
wears
come,
Spanx? Well, a lot of women do. I ain't go.
Yeah.
Not
So
always.
I think certain things we do, like we come out looking our best. We get a haircut, a shape up. No different than we would do for an interview. You want to go there looking and feeling your best. You look good, you feel good. Like I say, as long as that's not your whole identity, but if you want to put some hair in or eyelash, whatever, it's fine. Now it's up to me, the person buying, to accept it or not, if they want it or not. But
at some point, like if you don't have any money, you can't do all that.
So then I'm gonna see who you are. Then I'm gonna see,
yes.
You know what I mean? But
yes,
so
you want to see who you are on the after 2 months of dating. It's like, ooh.
Well, hopefully you can keep up your look, but I think we're more talking about
You have to wash them wigs. You have to wash them wigs.
On budget. That's right.
If you spend all your money on the first 2 months, then we have a problem anyway. But I think she's talking about more too of attitude of who you are and your fake.
Yes, and that's what I'm talking. I'm talking about the whole fakeness of who you are. I'm not just talking about the looks. I'm talking about how you act.
Right.
That's what you speak.
Right.
All those things.
Yeah, those things are more important to me because what we put on and how we kind of dress. I don't really necessarily. I don't like calling that fake because I think people could enhance themselves in the way they want. But if your character is fake, if you're portraying like you have more money than you do, or you have more going on, you borrowed your homie's car to go to the date, like those type of things are bananas, right? Those are things not really you at all. That's not who you are. If you opening doors and everything in the beginning, but you was doing that to get some, then that's a problem too. Like if you're not going to continue to do those things, then it becomes that to me is fake. That's fake. If you're going to do these things only to get a reward and then no more, then I would have a problem with that more than anything else. And that's the problem we have. Because when we talk about fake, I mean, people use filters on their pictures a lot of the time. People are fake from the rip. Even how they describe themselves on social media or whatever you're on is usually fake. And some of it makes sense. I can't put all my real stuff here. Right, I don't want all my business on social media or on the dating sites or whatever the case may be. So some of it is, out of protection. Some of it is.
But you don't make it up. You just don't put nothing. You put nothing. You don't have to make up stuff.
Right, you could, or you could put some stuff to throw people off so they can't find you if you don't like them. I mean, sometimes people will find you that you don't like. I've seen that, like girls, like said on dating sites where the guy found them. Like they didn't like them on the site, but they still found them outside of it, found their email address or other things, and were able to contact them. Like, hey, I saw you on so-and-so.
Yeah, that's a risk of dating sites.
That's one of the
the
problems.
He a little mental for that though.
Well, again, the new socials have allowed people who normally wouldn't be able to talk to anybody, allow you now to talk to people. I can, like I said, every morning, I know the women on the screen probably have people in their inbox. Good morning, ladies. Hey there, beautiful.
Oh, wow.
That's just a normal thing for some people. Some guys do it ad nauseum, but those guys would never approach anybody in real time. And if you ever said something back, you would have a friend for life, for real. If you said something back, he outside your house, letting you know you have flowers on your step because it's crazy.
Yeah.
Grass
Wow.
cut.
Oh wow.
Like he's been in your inbox for 3 years. Go ahead. Go ahead, Leah.
Most dangerous thing in the world a man could do leading up to the first date is suggesting you two go on a walk. You are not a dog. You don't need to be walked. It shows no effort, no investment, no planning. The only time I'm going for a walk on a first date is if I'm
You look like
walking
a
up to a
dog.
picnic that you set up for me with organic fruits.
Girl, did you just say that?
Something
Yes,
that you
he
put effort
did.
into. I didn't get my hair ready, my makeup done. If you're a mom, find a
Mm.
babysitter to go on a walk like you're a dog. No,
Wow.
it will let you know exactly how the
All right,
relationship is gonna
you
go.
could cut the
If
rest
you
of
Right,
don't
that.
have to
right.
lady.
love him, he's
Yeah, she thought she
You
ate.
sound crazy.
Give me
That's
that
plate,
plate.
Craig. Please.
Yeah, that is. Walks are some of the best times I've met with people. Even if it didn't work out, you can walk, you
Yep.
can talk, you get to know someone,
Agreed.
have some things in common, and
Mhm.
Yes.
you can really decide. Like I said, no skin in the game.
Right.
Hey, you're a really nice person.
Right.
I'm getting friend vibes.
Mhm.
That's it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I love
Yeah.
walks. Walks are that was a staple. That was my
Mhm.
go-to. Let's go for a walk.
Mhm.
And because it's
That's
cheap.
that whole idea about you have to spend all this money to go on a
Right.
date,
Right.
Because
or it doesn't mean anything, or that it means that he's cheap or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
this
That's
is
just not.
something
That's
new.
not true.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
This is something new with like this whole social media thing, which again, Daryl, you might have to translate. It's kind of dumb that people are taking advice from people who have not done
Mm.
what they're advising them on. How are you going to tell me about taking good dates if you're still in the dating pool? Evidently, it ain't work for you.
Right.
Mhm.
You still out here fishing.
Right.
So
Or you're 28, 29, telling people what how the date is, how to date. You're on at 30 years old. I'm not saying you can't be, but I'm saying I don't think you have enough experience
Mm.
to
And
really
if
tell
you
people. Go
right.
ahead, Vaughn.
And if you do have enough experience, they must not have been that good because it's not working for you. You're
If you had
still
that much
single.
experience at 30. Oof.
Right. Right. No,
That's good. I
nobody
mean,
wants that mileage. Like,
mm-mm.
no, I'm good. And if you've got a bunch of dates underneath your belt, that means you got a lot of experiences that somebody got to work through when they do get with you. That's too many. Nah, I'm good. People need to actually.
You hear the trauma in his voice?
Nah. That's just watching people. Listen, I have 8 brothers, 6 sisters.
What's it? Cardboard man? What do they call him?
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
So they call my oldest sister is 50. My youngest brother are 13.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah.
Wow.
My dad started young. What can I say?
Papa was a rolling stone.
Yeah.
So
my
he,
daddy beat. Wow.
yeah. So I go through these conversations not only with my siblings, but then their friends, and then it's a wide age range too. It ain't that it's not even that I'm triggered by things that I've been through. I like people. I like to see people happy, but when I see people do stuff that hinders that, it just makes me. I speak on it like that. Don't
right.
But
I think when you talk about dating and the people you see, is this a healed dating, right? If you just have people dating and not know what they're doing, they may get the same results over and over again, right? But we're talking about a person who is healed in dating and is dating with purpose and kind of knows what they want and have their non-negotiables and have their boundaries. Dating will look a lot different from that person than just the normal person who says, I'm good, I'm healed after my last relationship, and they did no work, they did nothing, they watched a couple of YouTube videos and they got it. You know, it's a lot different from those people. So I think that if you're really truly healed in dating, you can start, sorting people out and getting rid of people that you know are not for you a lot easier when you know what you want and you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Right. It becomes a lot easier.
He called me cardboard man. You hear that though? You see how my own man's brought it back up. You see
I get it. I don't want you to be cardboard man. We're trying to help you.
I'm not.
We want you to feel. We'll get you to the wizard and we'll get you a heart.
Yo, you funny.
Let's go, Leanne.
No, I think ultimately the biggest problem with dating, both for males and females, is that when we do get what we supposedly want, we don't know how to handle it. I give both a female and a male example. I'll start with the females. So females supposedly want emotionally intelligent men. I'm not saying all females, I'm just saying this happens a couple times. And when you get that emotionally intelligent man, you're so used to a man that doesn't communicate, you're now having problems with this guy communicating how he feels with you. Like it's a big issue, and it happens so often. Same with guys. Guys now be like, oh, this girl's so on me. Like, I want a girl a bit more chill. So then when you get a girl that's chill and like you know, respects you and is calm with you and like doesn't check on you too much, you're thinking, oh, you're not really feeling loved. She's not attentive enough. And it's like, that's the ultimate problem. We're so used to our ways of like having this side of things that when we now get what we actually supposedly want, you don't know what to do. Just a thought. No,
I think he's on point. I like that rat-a-tat-tat. What do you think? What do you think about what he said?
I think that does happen sometimes when the person doesn't really know what they're looking for, or they get stuck in what they're used to. Like he said, you want an emotionally man, but then when he's being emotionally sensitive, you want to call him a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't have
or cardboard.
Or cardboard.
Yep.
But it's funny because I think we have to learn. We said we want something, then you get it. You have to kind of adjust to it because we're not used to it.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes it's difficult to adjust to because we're not used to it. So we got what we wanted, but we're not used to it ourselves. So you may fumble that man.
But that goes to show. That goes to show that we need to be putting in work on ourselves instead of just out here dating blindly.
Yep.
But I think the same would be the same. Even if you put in work on yourself, sometimes the application of it, because you never did it before. So when you get it, you still may be unused to it. Sometimes putting it to practice for the first time may be tough, right? So you can. It's good to work, and
that's why you need a therapist.
True.
But a therapist can't do it for you, right? A therapist is not an end all to be all.
But you're going there. You're going there to work through things,
right?
And give examples and be able to go through it, through the emotions and role play certain things, so that when it does come up in front of you, you know what it looks like, and now you can start adjusting and going accordingly.
Yes, because in therapy you do learn how to behave differently,
right?
Because as human beings, when we get stressed or when we're in a situation that causes distress for us, we resort to what we know.
Revert back to what we know.
Right. So if it has not already become a habit, it makes it a little more difficult.
Right. So the first time you run into it, it may be a little difficult.
Yeah, the adjustment of it.
So I'm saying it's tough sometimes in the beginning, even though you've been through it, you kind of know how it's supposed to look. Going through it in everyday real life may be difficult. Like I said, and hopefully you don't revert back. You'll try your best, but it still could be difficult in the beginning stages the first time.
But in that, you also have to stay true to what works for you, as knowing yourself. Like Lee's saying, you have to know that I can go against the societal look of that. If I like walks, I like walks. Even if society's saying that's not the ideal date. If that's what works for me, I have to understand that and be receiving of that kind of behavior, and not measure it by, but my friend got flued out or whatever y'all do. Flued out. I don't even know what they do. Got flued out to Miami and he only wanted to go for a walk or go on a hike. But if that works for you and that's your vibe with him.
But if you like getting flowed out, then get flowed out. Don't walk. I mean, like you said, you got to do what works for you. It may walking.
A lot of people measure it, Daryl. A lot of people measure it. It may be cool for her, but she's listening. She's got them in her ear with that, and that'll never work.
It ain't cool for her. She want to get flued out. Let her get flued out.
Well, she thinks she want to get flued out. That's the problem. till she get flued out.
Well, you know what? Experience is definitely the best, the best test of whether you really want something or not. Like I said, some things do sound a lot better until you do it. It may seem like a great thing, like you want to do this, you want to do this, you want to do this, and when it comes up, it's not what you thought. Definitely better.
Gotta know yourself. Gotta know yourself.
Right. That is true. That is true. And I don't know this. I mean, getting flued out just doesn't seem safe or cool to me at all. That just seems like the most dangerous thing in the world to do ever.
It seems popular though. It seems popular.
Right, Ruth. It definitely seems very popular. A lot of people are doing it, and I wonder how many people need therapy after the first time they did it.
Yep.
I wonder
if they coming back.
Right.
Don't put beards up here, Leanne, because you like them. It's ridiculous.
I mean,
all
the last two.
Lee, I gave you a beard in your inbox. Put that one up.
No, that's disrespectful.
The Serena Williams beard from 1980.
Loving girl I've ever met.
Let me turn this up some.
You're perfect. But I want to see if I can try and find someone better. You're the most beautiful, funny, loving girl I've ever met. You're perfect. But I want to see if I can try and find someone better.
I don't think that's new.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't think that's
We're
new.
always looking for more, better.
Right. What I will say, I think it makes it worse now because I can go shop and find more. I can go on Instagram or these socials, these dating apps, and I can look for things that I want more. I can find that thing that I think is better. And then when I get tired of that, I can go back on there and try to find something that's better than what I have. So better and better. And that's the problem because, again, I think men and women can be delusional in that sense that feel like they have unlimited access to resources, right? You have unlimited options because you go on your phone and you have so many different social sites. You can go on and find whatever you're looking for. Well, what you think you're looking for. It's one of those things. We think we're looking for a big butt and a smile. Then we find out it's poison. So, so that is so true. We have to, and I think we're looking so more aesthetic or what we can get from the situation. And like I think the girl said a couple times back, we're not looking for true connection anymore. Not a truly connect. It's about what they can do for me or what I can do, what I can get from them. You know, what they provide to me. That's what it is more now. It's more of everything's about status and not less about us really trying to have a real connection. Like the girl said, I ain't going on no walk because she don't want no connection. She want to be wined and dined, and then 69. I'm just saying, and that makes it so tough today. You know, relationships move so fast because it's all about what can you do for me, and it's tough too because dating. Listen, for men, men cannot keep up with the amount of attention women are getting, right, through social media and things of that nature. We cannot keep up with it. If we wake up one day late and we forget to say good morning, we may be cussed out because she done got 19 good mornings already. And we can't even say good morning. These niggas that I ain't even with them, and they say good morning. So you cannot keep up with that. All day long, she's getting attention. And as soon as she get mad at you, she posts a little thirsty picture and she's getting 100. Oh, baby, I will give you the world. It's really difficult for men today. You cannot keep up with this social. Doc, what are you smiling for over there? What's going on? I see all cheeks over there. It's really difficult.
I mean, it's true though.
And it's turned women into almost almost like little narcissists because they just have so much attention. And they're just used to it. It's like a drug. They're getting attention. And it really is tough for men to keep. It was tough for us before. Now it's really tough. Go ahead, forget Valentine's Day, her birthday, anything, because that Facebook notification is going to be your worst enemy. because it's gonna notify everybody. She's gonna have 1,000 birthday cakes and all type of stuff. And you forgot? That relationship could be over.
Shouldn't be forgetting her birthday anyway. So.
Why not? It's a day.
Because I said so.
Well, there you go. I'm gonna get yours. I'll get yours.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you have one last year?
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna have one next year.
I'm gonna call you by that other name. All right.
That's cool. And I'm gonna call Instagram. Order something I like. I mean, it's really easy.
Order on.
I'm gonna be rating the bed next to you, ordering what I want. What you doing? Nothing.
Something wrong with that dude.
It is.
I'm saying you can play that game. Go ahead.
Perks of dating an attractive man. I saw some guy do this about dating an attractive woman, and it made me think about how nobody really talks about the perks of dating an attractive man. The biggest perk with dating an attractive man is most likely they are secure with themselves. I think this really just has to do with society and growing up conventionally attractive. And because they are seen as attractive, they are not really insecure. And because they are not insecure, they really allow you to just be who you are, and they don't get too threatened by things. I have dated men before that were not really secure with how they look, and they kind of put me down a lot because of it. But attractive men know they look good, so they don't really put you down. Like, they let you be who you want to be, and that's one of the biggest
These
perks.
junior psychologists, boy, they just be off.
Men most likely take care of themselves.
For real.
Men usually have a skincare routine. They usually always get their hair done. Like, they just are really good with keeping up with themselves. And no, I'm not talking about being sassy or being none of that. But them keeping up with themselves, their look, their personal hygiene is just a plus. And that's
She
self-explanatory.
talking about one man in particular.
Some man she likes.
Yeah, some man she like.
Number 3, being in a relationship with an attractive man is not only going to improve your mood, but it's going to make the length of your arguments much shorter. Now, hear me out with this.
What?
It's not harder to stay mad at somebody that look good.
Will somebody get her a psyche valve?
Somebody that you're attracted to, because imagine getting in an argument with somebody and you mad, and then on top of that they look bad. That is just gonna put you off so much more. If that man put you off and he look good, you're like, oh my gosh, like he got me tight. Like, it's just gonna make you feel good. Okay, number 4.
You made me mad and you ugly.
Yeah, I get that. That is a double whammy.
What in the world?
In society, men are just seen as leaders. But in society, people tend to gravitate more towards conventionally attractive people, which means more networking, more opportunities for your man, which in turn can help make your man more successful.
Wow.
But networking is very big with being successful in this day and age. So by association, if your man is doing good in life, you're just going to be doing good too. And those are some perks I personally think about being with an attractive man. Let me know your thoughts on this.
I think she sounds like she's 17.
Yeah, and she's basing herself on the man's look.
Yes.
Like, she really would feel better about herself because her man look good.
Right.
But you know what? Independent of how you feel someone looks, they can still feel insecure inside. They still can have insecurity about how they look. So that was the first wrong thing she said. I don't care what you look like. You might not feel what other people feel about you.
True.
Right. So that was silly.
That was lame.
Yeah, she definitely was young. That's what people look at that and they'll be like, oh, this is true. Like, they'll go with that. And and she said it with conviction. She didn't stutter. She said it. She looked great in the camera. She said, hey, look, when you were an attractive man, and it seemed like
it's gonna make your whole life better.
Right.
You gonna
like
look
her
better,
life was
feel
better.
better.
Like, she felt her life was better because her man was and attractive is subjective. Like, I would like to see her man. He'd be like,
for real.
They were like, oh,
You got some self-esteem stuff going on here.
he got you feeling better, girl.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Oh, okay.
Is that the one you talking about?
Yeah. No. Again. So in her relationship, it seemed like her relationship's got to be based off attraction. It's a physical thing, like we talked about again, aesthetically. But then, that made the argument shorter because he was more attractive.
The argument shorter.
Yeah. This is your brain on drugs. Like, there's no way what she said, and she believe. I don't know if she believes it or not, but she said it like she believes it. That's insane. Please, I mean, attraction is good in relationships, right? But you want to have somebody you connect with, that you can share things with, because that attraction fades. I said, when you're with somebody, you don't even look at them anymore like that. That's why when they get dressed up sometimes, like, oh, baby, you look good today. So you're just used to seeing them, right? It's the humdrum of life that is there, and now you're basing your relationship off your connection, off how you treat each other, off what you do for each other. That look doesn't really matter as much, you know what I mean? So yeah, she was a Looney Tune. I wish I could have read the comments on that one, but I know they were tearing her up. Or people like, girl, you right. You right, girl. Okay, some good things about dating.
Part about dating somebody is like all the cutesy, fun, nice things you do for them. Like that stuff just absolutely fills my cup up.
I can't hear him.
I can't either.
Hold on.
If I can, take us out to dinner. I'm coming to like pick you up to stop and bring you.
I hate how he talks, so I'm out. Local fried kills me. I hate it.
Is like all the cutesy, fun, nice things you get to do for them.
He
Like,
high.
that stuff just absolutely fills my cup up. If I can hold the door open for you, if I can tell you look pretty, if I can, take us out to dinner, I'm coming to like pick you up to stop and bring you flowers. I love doing that stuff. It literally fills my cup up. Like I am just naturally a giver by nature. So I think if I'm dating somebody who's like very open to like words of affirmation and gift giving and acts of service and like physical touch, like that to me is like the most ideal scenario, because doing all those things, like giving all those love languages, absolutely makes my cup runneth over. So like I just get excited about that. Like we're going out tonight. Like
Okay, we get the gist.
Yes, girl.
Yeah, he a little sassy.
I think what he's saying is he gets to be soft around his lady.
First of all, do not say he didn't say anything about no lady. He said my partner. He specifically used words that were very ambiguous, and that's not ascribe anything to him.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if he wasn't, whatever he into, that's what he wanted. Yeah. Y'all quiet, church mouse.
I don't know what to say about that. I didn't.
I mean, regardless of gender of his partner, if he likes to put back into his relationship and that's his love language, then is that a bad thing?
Yeah, do what he wants to do for his partner, because that's what they probably want to. He might want to see what his partner likes. You can't just do what you want to do and expect your partner to like it. Men are no longer dating. Okay.
There was a study called from the Pew Center conducted a study that
Why
said
she say Pew like that?
men
Right.
under age 30 would rather stay home and watch porn than go on a date.
Mm.
Men said they are getting their needs met without having to go on a date. Would men rather stay single than be with a woman? Is the question.
That's what they're saying, pretty much.
So wait, what was the question, Leanne? She said, would men rather stay single
Yeah, they just ain't got.
than be with a? So I'm gonna say no.
Then date.
I don't. I would rather date or do whatever to do to get a woman.
Much rather.
Yeah, I don't know about staying home and watching porn or whatever they said. That's a no-go.
Well, keep listening.
Okay.
Just ain't got no money.
They don't have money. Which you should get your money up before you start dating. So it is cheaper to sit home and beat your meat,
right,
than actually go out and find actual women to hang out with.
Can we pause it real fast?
I just.
So, I don't know if I would consider someone a woman because they want you to go buy her or pay how much money to take her out. That's what women want. I don't know that to be true. I think again, I want somebody I can connect with. And if they want me to, if they're trying to get a foodie date off of me, then I don't necessarily consider them women. Like they just trying to eat for free or get a free date. That's not okay. And I don't know if beating your meat is free. That seems whack to me. So I'm gonna look for the woman. I don't know if that's what she should eat.
Those are dudes that don't have no type of, I don't know, no testosterone in them or nothing. Like, why would you gotta go out and hunt, bro? Jeez.
But this is women telling you what men are doing.
That's
too,
women.
So
Again.
do the men talk?
No,
let's
it
see,
was a study. First off,
done by women.
She said it was done by Pew, who's pretty.
Well, no, they didn't say we're cheap. They put the cheap part on there.
Okay.
Right. Their study made men under 30 maybe wanting to stay home, then go out. But they put that they're cheap. That's what I'm talking about. The second girl was like, look, you might as well stay home, beat your meat because you're broke.
Okay.
Right. So I get the study. I can see men wanting to stay home because I did see something like that before where it's less headache. Men are getting, I think they said it's more bro dates going on with guys hanging out with their friends and everything. It's less headaches and less stress. You know, I don't understand it, but they're under 30, so I don't know what they're doing. They're destroying us. They're destroying the world. Go ahead, Leanne.
Sad reality.
I disagree.
Why? What do you think?
Is it what less of
What
a
do you
headache
think?
to have
Here
to
we
deal
go.
with a woman or something?
There it goes. Like it's a headache. Now I gotta take you out. I gotta hear what you had to tell your whole day. I
That's
gotta.
why you take out people you actually like, and then you don't feel that.
Yeah, but then what? I gotta get to know you first to like you, right?
Yeah.
So how do I get to know you?
Talk.
Call them.
So you rather hand?
Hey, listen. I'm married.
You always gotta say.
I
Okay, so
don't got these nigga problems.
if you wasn't married,
I'd probably beat him by me at 100 miles an hour.
He would probably be beating his meat. I don't understand. Why would
He said 100 miles an hour.
Because he don't want to deal with those type women. That's what he's
But see,
saying.
this is the problem, right? You can vet women and find someone who's into what you're into. All women are a monolith. All women don't have this type of mindset. So you can definitely vet the people and find out who, like, hey, I'm gonna go for a walk. Oh, you know, that's not a good idea. You found a woman who's gonna go for a walk. You don't have to worry about it. Maybe you can get to know her outside of a woman like, well, you know, if you ain't taking me out to eat, cool. I'm not taking you out to eat. Block. You know what I mean? So this is really easily. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. It's easily remedied because you can talk to these people and find someone who's on the same time that you're on.
But that takes effort and that takes work.
You don't have to take yourself out the game, right?
Maybe they're tired.
Well, then go beat your meat then, if that's what
That's
you
what
want
I'm
to do.
saying.
Right?
Some dudes may have just done that to the point where they're tired of vetting those
I don't know if you're tired of trying to get something nice and moist
Well,
to lay.
clearly that those guys are.
Yeah,
I don't know clearly anything. We don't know what the pool is. We don't know what the demographic is. We don't know what this is. We know 60% of guys that they polled, you know, cool. I don't know if if we're getting all incels, then yes, right? But I think you can definitely go on these sites and listen in your inboxes. There's no guys are still shooting on a regular basis, so I think that guys are still taking the shots. They're taking the attempts and they're trying to get some attention.
Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah, that wasn't the first study I've heard of though, where men are saying they're just not going to put any effort into dating.
So, and what does that mean?
Are
Doc, when you say no effort? Does that mean like I'm not going out on these lavish dates? And I
No,
will
they're not dating at all right now.
Okay, well, I mean, listen, more for me.
Really?
Like if I'm saying,
Really, is it more for you?
it's really it's.
Is it really?
Hey, I'm podding right now. Let me pod and stop trying to bring reality to this, man. I don't need no snitch on the show.
You better hush.
I'm just trying to pod out here, and you go over here trying to.
I'm just asking questions.
Like where? Who? With who?
Benefits of marriage.
The benefit of being in a relationship for a man. What is the benefit of being a husband, being married? You mean to tell me I gotta pay all your bills forever? I gotta take care of you. You ain't gotta put nothing in but your time. I gotta put all my time, energy, resources into building this family, keeping you protected, keeping you secured, making sure you look good. So the day that we fucking get divorced, you get half of everything. You ain't paid a motherfucking dime the whole time we was together. But when we get divorced, you feel like you need half. So with that being known, women, don't stress that man out. especially if you're in a happy relationship, you're in a good relationship, yo, don't even just be happy. Don't try to find shit. Don't try to find motherfucking shit that's gonna piss you off. Or let me find out he cheated or not. Matter of fact, let me go through his phone. Bitches love fucking up a good situation by going through a nigga phone. Everything was all good yesterday. Oh, she wanna go find some shit. It's best that you don't even think about going through a nigga phone because you're gonna fuck up the situation. Right. What is the benefit of being in a relationship for a man? What is the benefit?
Wow.
Boy was preaching this then. What you looking for in the phone anyway? What you looking for?
Trouble, heartbreak.
You know what I mean? Which means you're not
You're
happy.
gonna find it. You're gonna find
a woman will destroy a happy relationship every time looking for something.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind if it's here or there, but what you looking for? What you looking for? Ruth, what you looking in the phone for?
I ain't looking for shit. Nah, my life is settled. Leave me out of it.
Smart woman. Shmika, what you looking in the phone for?
Nothing. Just take the trash out a couple of times a week.
Hey, listen, there we go. Hey, listen, you're a good woman. I whatever they said about you, I don't believe nothing they said about you. I think
As long
that
as you
you're a
don't
good
look
woman.
over here in this phone.
So again, it's not even. I don't know what you mean. Don't look in that phone. I can look in that phone when I want.
I
take a
said
call
don't
from
look
the
in
dog.
this phone. This
That's what I'm
phone talking
saying.
about my phone.
That's what I mean.
Don't look at my phone.
Again, a man should, if he's paying for everything, doing everything, why can't he look at your phone?
Because he can't, because it's mine.
It's not yours. It's mine. I pay for it. I let you hold it.
You don't. First off, you don't pay for my phone.
I let you
gotta
hold it.
pay for somebody else's.
Again, if there's a man in your life paying for everything, that's his phone. He letting you hold it. He can go on in.
Well, listen. I was paying for my phone before they came in my life.
Right,
And I
and now
continue to pay
you're
for
under-
my phone.
now you're
and
under
it's
this
still
man's
gonna be mine.
tutelage.
I don't care if he's under. I don't care
Hey,
if he is paying for the phone. It's still mine.
You and Boogie just have fun forever. Okay.
That's what it'll be.
Okay. Listen, Doc, what you looking into my phone for?
What? I don't do that.
There we go.
Exactly.
Smart women. Hey, you leave well enough alone.
That's not being smart. We just don't need to do it.
That's called being smart.
There's no need.
Right. Hey, tell yourself whatever to get by. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what you tell yourself. You tell yourself no need. That makes it easier if you don't do it. Because if you start thinking things, mind can play tricks on you. And that's how you get in trouble. He was out a little late. He put cologne on to go to 7-Eleven. Hey, what is cologne on for? You got a
People
mind
don't
start playing tricks on you.
understand that people are going to do what they want to do. I don't care how much you
Right.
look for it. I don't
Right.
care how much you try to stop it.
Right.
You can forgo all vacations. You can forgo going to work. It don't matter. They gonna do what they gonna do. So you might as well just live your life.
Right.
Plus, if you start looking, sometimes you'll see something that's not really there, but make
That
it
is
be
not.
something that it's not.
Yep.
Sure.
You know,
okay.
you'll see something like, "Oh, thanks for lunch, Julie," and no, really, but you got lunch for everybody, but Julie went to get it, and you said thanks, whatever case may be.
Why
It's nothing.
Julie got your number?
There we go. There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. There it is.
And
There it
why
is.
Julie didn't say thank you at work?
Right.
Exactly.
And where's the group text for the thank you?
Absolutely.
There we go.
We got
There
questions.
you go.
We
You
got
listen over
questions.
for no reason.
There we go.
That's exactly how it happens. It falls apart.
Monk.
Julie.
That right there. That is the reason.
God dang.
Damn.
Thanks for lunch.
Julie,
Get out of here.
Julie ain't even do nothing.
I remember
She's
that
like,
happened
thank
to me
you.
one time. That's exactly what happened too.
Yep.
Like, why is she writing you by herself? She got lunch for everybody. I was the point person. Really? Why was you the
I
point?
bet you
What
were
point?
the point person.
Right, you were the point. I bet you gave her the point, didn't you?
What you pointing, right?
Right. I'm like, God, how we get there? Over lunch? I'm not gonna eat no more. I don't want lunch no more. I ain't gonna eat no at 12 o'clock. I never eat again.
You want lunch? You bring your behind home.
Thank you. Or eat the lunch I packed for you.
No, it's so crazy because something like
Relationships are
that
better
was
for men than they are for women.
Right.
Men get more benefits out of it.
I just
what?
How do you feel now that a relationship is more beneficial to a man than a woman?
Statistically, men fare better in
Men
relationships.
live better,
live
your
better,
depression rates go
healthier.
down, your health
What?
actually goes up. You got to think about this.
And on the
Most
contrary,
men don't
women
even
do
have.
not when married.
Yep, women, our depression rates go down, our health goes down, our emotional health declines, all of these things. Men actually benefit more from this.
She didn't get the rebuttal. There we go. I don't know what lies they're telling. How do you benefit more when, again, it depends. If you're doing more, I think we both benefit from it. I don't think anybody benefits more, do we? I mean,
Yes, statistics show that men's health
show me where. Show
is
me where.
better.
Show me
Okay,
where.
hold
Men
on.
die before women, which is facts, because of y'all nagging.
Simple.
You know, taking out the trash all the time, the methane from the gas kills us quicker. More women file for divorce than men.
Because they be trying to live longer.
Stop. Yes.
Yeah, show me these studies. I'm not familiar with them, but I don't think that men necessarily benefit more from a relationship.
Well, the research seems clear that even if marriage benefits both men and women, there is more of an upside for men. Men derive greater health benefits from marriage than women.
Like what? But what do you mean better health benefits? I don't know what that means.
We tell y'all to go to the doctor when something's wrong and y'all don't listen. That's
for
why.
sure.
That's why. One reason.
But you're the
Men
problem.
will-
My blood
men
pressure's
will
high.
ignore their health.
You're the problem. My blood pressure's high. The
That's
doctor
not
get rid
true.
of-
That's not true.
Oh no, it is. You're nagging. You're constant needing, being needy. I can't watch the game without you coming here, getting on my nerves. Like these things. As soon as I get settled, can you go get? Yeah, that's a problem.
Wow.
Rest. We can ask Roger right now how many times he sat down, got settled, and about to watch.
I don't bother Roger when he's in his world of his things. I don't bother him.
That's her
How
story.
often
There's
is
always
he
two
in
sides.
this
Hey,
world?
hey, Vaughn, there's two sides of a story. She says she don't bother him. I bet you he would have a different story.
He would if he
No,
wasn't
he
in the
wouldn't.
basement
No,
doing laundry.
right, exactly. I was about to say Roger would not have a different story. He'd be like, "Yeah, she right, she right."
Y'all gonna leave Roger alone. He is happy. Leave him alone.
Roger is like,
he
what's her
gonna text
name?
you down. Nah, don't say nothing
Yeah.
else.
He had to text me a couple
good.
times, asking
None
for
of
help.
y'all go there. Some niggas
He
are
be-
just satisfied and happy. Just leave him.
Right.
Yes,
there you go.
yes,
Tell him to
he
be
is.
satisfied and happy.
That's
He's
right.
gonna be like
That's
Aisha
right.
on here. He's like,
That's right.
no, everything
No,
good.
right.
Everything good. We're great over here.
Yep. That's
Help
great.
me.
Shock. I
He don't
can't.
give
Press the button,
He don't give a
and
universal
the
sign
marriage
for
stats
help.
went backwards in time. I.e., more people got married, and they got married within when they gave birth within marriages. Would that be better for men or women?
It'd be better for men.
Why?
Because marriage, being with the kids and kind of with the mom, is just right now still an incredibly important way for men to feel needed, connected, involved, etc. Now that might change, but right now it is pretty clear that they'll do better. And like if you look at the impact of being married and not married on employment, earnings, health, physical and mental health, life expectancy, huge positive impacts for men, much less so for women. So it's like women, and of course, if you go back, if we went the other way, like you'd say, well, actually, women who weren't married were in real trouble economically until recently, right? So my line from before was that like women used to be economically dependent on men, but men were emotionally dependent on women. And I think we've really done a lot on the first half of that, and it's kind of revealing the second part, the kind of the fact that actually wifeless men, partnerless men, childless men, they don't do so well. In fact, they do terribly. So I've mentioned this fourfold suicide difference in risk. It's 8 an 8-fold difference among divorced men and women. So men who get divorced, their risk of suicide skyrockets. So the question is like, why? And I think it is because of this sense of like not being needed, not being so like if your kids are at home and your wife's at home and you're contributing to the family unit, I think that's much more obvious. And it's really interesting in recent surveys in the US, at least, men are now more likely than women to say that it's important to them to get married.
We pressed the
This study is we gotta already talk about the study. I think more men taking their own
lives. Yeah.
It's because they're divorced and the woman took all their money and they're living in a box right now. Let's call it for what it is. It's not that so sad because she's gone. It's so sad that everything was gone. Everything is gone. That's why they're so sad. I get it. That makes a lot of sense. And yes, a man with no wife, no kids, no anything should be depressed because he's lonely. I mean, he has nothing. So that also is on brand as well.
He has nothing but options.
It's like a man with nothing is going to be really upset.
He's happiest. The happiest people are single women and married men. They're the two happiest groups of people always.
Single women
And married men
are the happiest.
are the happiest groups of people. Like not married women. Married women like end up doing all the jobs, and married women aren't happier than single women. Single women are happier than married women. And married men are really happy because they get everything done for them. You look at the stats on who.
This is crazy.
Wait, her
This is
face
crazy.
looking at the tree.
It said married men are happy and
it.
single women are happy. So it's advocating for us to be divorced. Women, don't women. You be with that man, you're gonna make him happy. And you know women are petty. I'm gonna be single then.
Wow,
That's very interesting. So is that any truth to that?
Do you?
Are you and Ruth unhappy? Do you want to talk about it?
Keep my name out your mouth.
I saw you look at the tree, Ruth. I saw you look at the tree.
Oh gosh.
She's like, I like that tree.
Let Doc speak on it. I'm gonna let her.
No, I'm just going to go back to the married men thing because married men don't have as much depression.
Because they ain't doing nothing. We doing it all.
So pay your own bills.
That's all
got
the
quiet?
got. That's it.
Okay. You working 4 jobs. Ain't been home in 3 days.
Did you see that woman's face?
So it's interesting. So they really want women to be alone.
It's
So women aren't happy to have families. That's what they're saying.
I think they're saying it's more stressful than being single. I mean, they did say happy, but I think that it's a lot more stressful to have all those things, because I mean, tell the truth. Most marriages, when you have kids and stuff, is not really divided equally.
Right.
You hardly ever see a man say, "Hey, babe, watch the kids while I go to the store." It's just not like that.
I don't know. You might want these new men are different. Every man I know takes care of kids like that.
Really?
So they'll say, "Hey, you watch the kids while I go to the store," because they feel that their responsibility is equal.
Well, I don't think they have to because it is equal. Even when she leaves, it doesn't. No one has to say anything. Nothing. They'll say, "I'm going to the store," but there shouldn't be a drop
She
off.
could just get up and walk out and go to the store. That's great.
I don't think she should. Nobody should get up and just walk out. But I mean, it shouldn't be a drop off if one or a parent leaves. That's how I feel. And most of the guys in my family, I know, really the kids are with us more, either 50 or more so with us.
Okay, that's great.
That is great to hear.
So, and that's very anecdotal.
You guys are an anomaly, though.
Right.
That's not a norm. That's an exception. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, I can take that.
A lot of the men in my family raise their kids.
For prenups.
Because most men will not become successful unless they are married. Outside of the entertainment industry,
We see a little
men
theme going on here,
are
huh,
more likely
Lynn?
to be successful if they
She on a roll.
I mean, I can't help what the statistics say, and what I don't know because I know you're someone who needs to be convinced
I see.
thoroughly. So I just wanted to have receipts on deck.
And you do. I mean, you are
Good
inundating
job.
us. This is really interesting. This is very, but it's funny. It's one of them things that I wouldn't think to be true. But
I know.
Mhm.
Because had I just played the first one, you'd have had a field day.
I would have. I was about to, and then now I can't. It's like a nice
Right.
video. Okay, what is he saying?
if they are married, and women are more likely to be successful if they are single. You don't have to believe me. Just Google it. There are a lot of people on this app, especially men on this app, who like to say that marriage doesn't benefit men, but generally marriage most often benefits only men. Whenever a child is born, a woman is typically the person that takes off time to take care of the child. And if there's a stay-at-home parent, most often it's going to be a woman who is a stay-at-home parent. And while
'Cause
some
you don't
men
wanna
like
work.
to say that that is a privilege for the woman, what it really is a financial risk that the woman is taking. She is taking time off from work. She is not furthering her career. She is dependent upon another person to be successful so that she can continue to take care of the children.
Oh,
She's
wow, a lot of
taking
work.
financial risk for the sake of her family. And this is a
Let me
social
not
norm
work.
that a woman is the person who will take a financial risk, a career risk in order to take care of the family. Men, on the other hand, get the social benefit of saying that they are married and having the support of a spouse and having the support of someone who will take care of his children while he is able to just thrive and work and further his own career.
Thrive.
It is true that 50% of marriages end in divorce. It is true that 75% of divorces are initiated by women. So how come men don't want a prenup for their marriage? Most men don't have very much before they get married. They become
And even
successful
less after.
the marriage.
After the marriage.
Just again, it seems like you're saying that the woman is financially has better financially when she's single because she's got to pay her own bills. She got to work. Obviously, it's not going to be financial if she's staying at home and he's making all the money. She's going to have $0 if she's not
Yeah, but
working.
if she don't want to stay at home, she still has to take time out for
She
maternity
don't have to
leave.
do anything.
She
Stop saying she
does.
has to do anything.
If she have a baby, she have to.
For 6
At
weeks.
least one day. Golly.
Yes, yeah, wait a minute. 6 weeks and you get paid for it. You get paid for your 6 weeks. Stop it.
Yeah, but your career isn't
You get
still
paid for your
on-
6 weeks.
Depending on what your career is, you are taking a hit
Oh.
in a
Oh,
competitive
right.
field from
Your career.
promotion.
And whose fault is it that you can have babies? Pretty sure it's yours.
You know
Wow.
If you don't want to have babies, there's things you can do not to have babies.
Oh my goodness.
Right? I'm pretty sure you don't have to have a baby. So if
No,
you're out
but-
here taking raw joints to the stomach, if the club's getting shot up, guess what? Your career could be in hold then if you need to be there.
We were talking about in a married situation, though.
We're talking about the marriage situation.
Same thing.
Just because you're married don't mean you
Ain't
have
no
to get
safe.
pregnant, Ruth. You don't have to get pregnant, Ruth, because you're
But
married.
if you
I
decide
know
with your mate, that's how you're going to create a
19
family. How else you going to
19
create a family?
19. Wait a minute. You don't have to create it right now. If you're trying to pursue some type of goal that you have financially or in your job, then it's not conducive for you to have a baby right now. Then don't have a baby. If you have a baby right now, then you're not going to.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry. In the discussion with the couple, there's age factors that play a factor. There's all kinds of things for the woman's
Right.
side that
Well,
matter.
listen, it ain't my fault that 35 is Jared's pregnancy. That's your body. Don't blame me for your body. Again, I can wait till I'm 45 to have a baby. It's fine. If you can't wait till then, talk to your eggs.
So that's the imbalance we're talking about, Daryl.
That's
There's
not
an
an imbalance called
with
nature.
women.
That's nature. That's your nature. Not my fault. Blame God. That's how you create it. Don't blame us for your issues. Right?
So is
That's
it
what I'm
equal
saying.
sacrifice that to create that family? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying that if she can't do it right now, then you have to work that out. And you guys need to discuss that before you get married to say, listen, I have these goals that I need to do, and it may take me till I'm 40. So I can't start having kids until I'm 40. if you're not having these full conversations, getting into relationships, then you run into these problems, right? You do. So you got to talk about these things so that she's okay too, because you don't want to stifle anybody. I don't want to be in a relationship where someone's regretting getting married because I wish I would have done this before we had kids, or whatever the case may be. So you guys got to talk about it. Because who wants to be in a relationship with a guy like, I got to have 4 kids before this and make you give up your career? I don't think that's cool.
But that happens.
That's what happens. Yep.
But you let it happen. What are you talking about? It didn't happen by mistake. You said, okay, you acquiesced. And
No,
once
this
you
is
say
why
yes,
75% of women initiates divorce.
we know that.
I said this is why.
Well, whatever reason why, they helped the relationship fail. So they're failures.
Because she viewed it as too many sacrifices. Too many sacrifices. That's a damn shame.
They're failures. They don't know how to stick to the relationship and make it work.
Wow.
They don't know how to make it work. If they're well, I did hear that number may be a little different because they said sometimes men do push them to make the divorce or sign or fill a divorce out because let's work on them. So we'll bar them. But think about it. You're right. By not having these discussions early, she gave up some of the best years of her life, maybe having kids or doing something, and didn't chase her career, and now it's an issue. I feel bad for those type of people, and it does happen where she'll do it for him. That's tough because I think we need to have conversations where we do it for each other because it'll benefit us in the long run. So maybe we only have 1 kid instead of 3. Okay, but at least we're all happy instead of you giving your career up early.
Now
or whatever.
somebody ain't happy because if you wanted 3, you still might feel some type of way.
Well, but you can leave. If I'm telling you that this is what I am, and that's what we got to understand. Like Doc said earlier, the earlier we have these conversations, the better. If you can say, look, I'm chasing my career, it's going to take me at least at 38 to get where I want to be, a senior, whatever, takes at least at 38. That's what the track is. Well, you got to make a decision right there. Am I going to rock with this or not? And if you rock with it thinking you're going to change her or whatever case may be, that's where the problem lies. That lies the problem. Or if she takes and changes her trajectory because of you, that's where the problems could lie. It could be a thing where she's okay, but it could be a thing where she resents it. But I think we got to all start having these conversations so that we don't get into these points where someone is really giving up a whole bunch for someone else. Because that could come back to, haunt someone down the road.
And that's what happens.
Right. Right. So I agree. Like Leanne, it does happen more often than not, but we got to stop doing that. We got to really think about our partners as well. We can't just think one-sided, like, babe, let me do this first and then we'll get you. And then we never get you. That's not okay.
That's true.
And that's why I really because you don't want to be out here like Judge Joe Brown now splitting up, 79 years old. Where you going?
Nowhere.
Where you going? So let's wrap this thing is up. Hey, another great show. It was great. Any last words real quick? Anybody got anything? Ruth, what do you want to say?
Oh boy. Relationships are interesting. They're intricate. And you really do have to have conversations. I agree with Daryl. You have to have early on conversations. Those conversations, however, things can change. Just know that even if you're having the conversations, life can change what the agreement was. So you have to then be willing to come back again and again and again and keep checking in on those heavy topics because life changes things.
Right.
You can't just have it at the helm at the beginning and then think that's going to last for 20 years of togetherness and things aren't going to be altered. She may not have wanted a career the first 10 years. She may want it the last 10 years.
Right.
So keep talking, keep taking the trash out.
He may not want to take the trash out the second part of them 10 years. He might did it in the first 10.
Give and take.
I'm gonna give it to you to take it outside. Go ahead, Doc. What you got?
I agree with Ruth. Just have the conversations all the time, and don't be afraid to tell your truth. Don't be afraid to say what you really feel.
Right.
Because if you do, then you end up in a bad situation all the time.
Right. I agree. Lee Little, what you got, girlfriend?
Well, people suck. So there's that.
Yeah.
But put that aside. Just remember that you're the prize. You are the prize, regardless of what anybody says. And it's okay to be single. Single is happy. So,
especially for women.
Exactly. You heard the stats. Just stay single, people.
That's so interesting. Vaughn, what you got? That's so interesting.
Huh.
Are they saying men are ruining women's lives? Is that what they're saying?
They're
saying we're ruining your lives.
Right.
I heard.
And
But go ahead, Vaughn.
That's what the stats say.
The stats are all done by women.
That's fine.
And that's why they're wrong.
Me.
That's why they're wrong. They're jaded. They said that, I don't know, the whole thing of marriage helping men more than it helps women is crazy.
Absolutely.
Because y'all win everything in divorces, and the dude has to go to the bar before he come home, listen to all of that talking and all them questions you're gonna be asking him for nothing, and searching his phone. I don't know what y'all talking about at all.
So, are we saying women get divorced to be happy?
We're
That's what it sound like. Men are
Somebody
happy.
said-
We're happy when we get married, and she happy when she leave.
Right.
She
She's
take
trying to return back
everything.
to her happiness.
Doesn't everything go full circle though in life?
It's not a full circle. It says she don't
This
like
is
me
not
or
the
the
Lion
kids.
King. No Hakuna Matata. There's no
She don't like
Hakuna
me or the
Matata.
kids. Like, how do
Right.
she like the kids? She is happier single. She didn't say happier single with kids. She said happier
said
single.
Single.
She don't like you or the kids.
Me or the kids.
Either
Nah,
or.
she just want to be outside, just out here. Like,
We just here to work.
I want to look more into that because it's very interesting. That's very interesting, and I think it's a further divide. This is my last statement. It's a further divide in relationships. Can you tell women to be happy single? They're gonna be getting out of relationships like it's the 75% gonna be getting 100%. Like women say they want to be happy.
I could be happy. Really?
Yeah.
All this
Like
time?
happiness is a signature away. One little signature on this line means happiness and half your stuff. So I'm happy with half your stuff. This is crazy. We'll come back next week to this because I really
We
wanna
got
invest
to.
more. I don't think it's true. Kevin Samuel said marriage benefits women, but I digress. So
and
thank
he's
you.
no longer with us.
Right.
Hey, be
What does that
respectful.
mean?
Be respectful.
He
Be
went
respectful.
out with a
was
young
respectful.
John. He went out with a young John. Couldn't handle it. I
That-
mean, how else you
hey.
want to go out? How else you want to go out with a young John with a fat butt? It's a nurse.
Oh my
It was
God.
just a big butt and a smile.
Okay,
Oh.
bye.
So, thank you. Hey, check out our socials. Nothing But Answers on Facebook, Nothing But Answers on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, send people to our room. Our room is still growing. Please, Vaughn said he's gonna put together a nice little talent show for us, so we'll get that going because he is.
Yay.
Hey.
I just lied. Vaughn didn't say that, but
Oh, y'all keep lying on Vaughn.
hey, it's getting late. So everybody, Leanne, hit that button.